Hello and welcome to Mr. Saxo. Today we're going to talk about something I already said before, that is Windows or Mac. Linux, I already have a video, so please check it out. Up there will be appear the little note with it, but we're going to focus today just in Mac and Windows. Okay, so the idea is, why not both? Why not? Why you cannot have both systems and just do it? So yeah, my recommendation is, if you can have both, yes, you can do it. Time ago was super easy to do it, and right now too, but you just need to have we can say a Mac version that is adapted to run in RMM. It's a bit complicated, but you can do it. I did it in 23. I have a picture, I'm going to put it there, and I was running Windows, and then was two virtual machines, one with Ubuntu and the other with Mac OS, and I was running everything under the same computer, so you can see the picture there. It was pretty cool. I work with it. I can even build builds of Mac OS. The problem is that I was building in that moment a program that was for running all the operating systems, and then I need to have the virtual machines just to generate the executable for each one of the operating system. The only problem is in Mac, obviously, I don't have the ARM version, but I was doing the x86 that, thanks to the translation layer, it was possible that the MacBooks with M chip can translate it and can play it, so it was not a problem. So I had a problem solved that I don't need to have an expensive hardware to just run my to just run an executable creation. That's it. But the problem was that just going to the end of the video, I own one Mac, and I'm going to tell you how I arrived to it. So the point is, I used Windows practically since always, since 95. And since Windows 95, I say, and yeah, I mean, I've used every single one: 95, 98, ME, then it was XP, Vista, then we moved to 7, 8, 8.1, 10, 11, and I hope don't reach to the Windows 12, but let's see if we reach it or not. But that was it. And then for Mac, I only use it for work. So when I started working in one enterprise in 2014, they provided me a MacBook Mini, a Mac Mini. Was pretty big block, obviously. In 2014, the Mac Minis were pretty big, but I was using that just for testing software. That's it. I didn't have a look. I just entered. I see that the X was in the other side. Was a bit confusing, but that's it. I didn't give a shit about the program. But yeah, I ran it. And then we just moved 2 years later, and I was in another enterprise, and they provided me a MacBook Air. The MacBook Air was the one with the little Apple symbol with light in the back. That was pretty cool. And I'm going to make a short where I explain why that light was removed in the next Mac. So if you want to see it, go to the short, will pop up somewhere there, and let's see it. So the idea is, with that MacBook Air, I was working pretty good. As I said before, I didn't do nothing. I was playing with two operating systems. For me, it was fine. I was working with it, doing everything with that. But so far, I didn't see any difference between one or the other operating system, because both computers were slow, both computers were making sound, both computers were super hot. In fact, the MacBook Air, they need to change it for a MacBook Pro, because the Air was not having enough cooling system to cool down my computer when I'm working. When I was working, the MacBook Air was practically the same speed like a jet. So the one you're laughing now about the gaming computers was exactly the same sound. So they changed to a MacBook Pro that at least have a bit more power, a bit more refrigeration, so they can cool down the thing. But that was it. I just get more power with my Apple shiny logo in the back, and that's it. I keep it for 2 years, and then I changed work, and I didn't touch again a Mac. And then I arrived to now in 2023, and then I bought as a second hand. I will to make a video in the future, so subscribe for next videos where I'm going to talk about that kind of things. Second hand hardware. Practically everything I own is second hand. Mobile I record, my own personal mobile, my computer, tablet, screens, everything I have usually second hand. I check for the good quality, but second hand, I will make a video about that. The idea is that I bought an M1 Max with 64 gigabytes. And you say, why? Well, the first thing is I want to get rid of my Windows computer, so I want to have a computer that can run games. And I was playing World of Warcraft and other video games like Factorio, for example, that are super good playable in that computer. And I was playing it with no problem, 1004p, so 2K at 60 FPS was running perfect. And 2K in 120 in some cases was able to do it, so it was pretty good, the max. And 64 gigabytes of RAM because it's what I need for my regular working. I work as a developer, I have a lot of Docker containers, a lot of things open, and usually I'm around 75-80% of the RAM usage, so it's pretty good. And I was using in total, so not so much people will probably use amount of RAM as me, but I have it. And what was the difference? It was a fucking M1. That thing changed completely how I see computers and probably how everybody see computers in the world. In fact, M1 changed the world. I'm probably going to do a video about that, so subscribe and check if the video is out or not. But M1 changed completely the world and changed my life too. So since that moment, I practically daily drive the computer. First, the battery I don't care because practically all the time it's black. It's like a fix, so also I'm going to make a video about the setup. It's pretty interesting. I have several machines running at the same time with the same wires and everything is wiring together. It's pretty good, I need to say, so I'm going to show you in the future. But the idea is that the Mac is awesome. The operating system gets super good, and compared with Windows it's insane. They come in just because you buy a Mac and you have the operating system, they already contain a lot of information, you know, a lot of programs. We have, for example, for our regular life, we have, it's including a DVD player. Don't ask me how I know it. Yeah, I just plug a movie to check it and then automatically pop up. I know that probably others do, but it's a pretty good DVD player that you don't need to download. It's already there. I also have a lot of Office apps, a lot of things. PDFs, for example, you need to, in some cases, you want to put it together, do things with them. You need to have a proprietary program that you need to buy it, or something that you need to do to check. You know, you need to upload it to the internet, and then you get your things separated together. No, they already have a PDF app that you can put it together, move it, do everything. You don't need to put it out of your computer. That's insanely good. For example, I move a lot of data that is confidential, and the PDFs never leave my computer. Always leave in my computer, everything go there. So that's one of the reasons. But the operating system is super smooth. The computer is quiet, literally is quiet. Don't mind if I'm gaming, it's completely insanely quiet. And I love that. The screen is super good, the quality is insane. I love to work with that keyboard. And even if the keyboard, because before I have 3 screens, but I like to have, my computer was closed, so what I did was just buy an external keyboard with the keyboard of Mac because I love it. I don't know, a lot of people think it's quite stiff. I love it. For me, it's pretty good. So it's my main daily drive. So why I prefer probably Mac for any single thing that is not gaming, Mac. Yes or yes? So Windows, I will say, is just for gaming, exclusively for gaming if you have a Mac. And right now, by second hand, as I say, check the video of the second hand if it's published. If not, it will be published soon. You can buy for super low price an M1, super cheap, probably 500 euros. You can have an M1 Mac that is insanely good, perfection. I will say you will probably don't need nothing else. It's something I will recommend to any single person of my family to just buy it, because you have everything out of the box, and that's the point. Works. That's it, works. And that's the thing. So Windows gaming until Linux is perfect and works fine, and you don't make rollbacks like I say in my video of Linux, so please have a look if you didn't have a look about that. And for Linux, I will say is for development, but mostly AI development, okay? And Mac, everything else. You can develop, you can do things with the AI, because the graphic cards that they contain, they have a super good AI thing, but you need to spend a lot of money if you wanna go with AI inside of a MacBook or a Mac in general. So for that, it's a lot better Linux with NVIDIA graphic card, lots better. But I would recommend to any person that wanna have a computer, you say, yeah, Windows is cheaper right now. Not, in fact, Mac right now is one of the top quality price computers you can ever buy right now. You can have the Mac Mini if you already have all the setup, but I would recommend always a computer. You clap it, you put it in a little place, and that's it, and just forget about that. And then when you need it, you just put it out, and then just do things with it. So, as I say, I will show my setup, how I have it. My computer, you can slide it out, put it in again, and ready to go. Just connect 1-2 wires, depending on what you have. But yeah, that's the idea. So that's it. Just to make a fast recap: Windows for gaming, Linux for development with AI, and Mac for everything else. So I recommend to you to buy a Mac. Don't need to be a new one, just a cheap second-hand one, M1 basic, 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes is more than enough for just doing basic things. But that's it. If you have any questions, something, make in the comments, and I'm super happy to help you. So thank you so much. Subscribe if you like it. Make a like. If you don't like it, make a dislike. And remember,
welcome to Mr. Saxon.
See you around.